Hi guys, Luton here, back for another Battlefield 4 thought for the day, and today we're going to be talking about the split flank. Now, you can do a couple of different methods of flanking when you're moving up, and it's obviously one of the most important things tactically you're going to want to do in Battlefield 4 in order to win games. Now, you guys will recognise this is on Locker, and this is the extremely insane round that we played on the stream the other day. This was posted up a couple of days ago by me, and I got mildly frustrated throughout this round, but it was an insane conclusion and a really excellent round overall. Now I'm pushing up here with the guys on the squad, and so we're just moving past this kind of central point of the Panopticon, and we're moving on down the road here. Now as we get to this point, we're engaging some targets. Now looking at the map right here, we can see they're in contention as C, D, E. There's a very strong likelihood they're going to be at C, so I was saying to Fridge here, push on, get down on E, and we'll come in on D. The reason being, there's a likelihood there's going to be enemy here because it's quite close to C, and also, as you see, we get wiped out. But also, not just that, the idea is if you're putting pressure onto D right here, then there's a likelihood that some enemy at C are going to go, okay, we've got an issue at D, we need to come back to that point. Alright, now if we send somebody else on to the other point as well, that means they suddenly have an issue. They don't know which section they want to go to. Do they come back to D? Do they go all the way back to E? It presents them with a difficult split flank issue, and that's what we've done. Not to mention the fact that despite the fact that we got wiped out by that guy right there, we can now spawn in here and hey look, we're good to go. We're still behind the lines, we're still causing a problem, we're still capping, and then maybe we can come back onto D and cause a little bit of back rage on them right there. So this is how it goes down. Now annoyingly, I just very stupidly got caught out yet again. What was I even looking at there? When I looked at this back, I was just like, what am I doing? I'm just like staring at the wall. It's idiot. But anyway, it's beside the point. Yet again shows how tactics wins over complete stupidity. Now, okay, we've come in around the back here, we managed to secure E, and they haven't really sent enough people back here to get it. Probably because they got so many people forward at the C point, they kind of think, oh, it's too far to come back, we're just going to keep on pushing forward. And that's kind of how these guys played through this round. We remember it was very aggressive all the way through. But now we're moving back in, coming through here, the med bay, and we're going to get back down onto D. But this just really illustrates the idea of a split flank, and you can do that into a couple of different ways. You know, you can put 3 guys on the nearest most dangerous point, or you can split it with like 1 and 4, however you want to do it. But the key issue is to obviously send people into a couple of different directions to split that pressure on the enemy and create a kind of confusion for them. Where are they going to go to? Maybe they won't bother to come back at all. Doesn't really matter. And if you go down, then you're still behind the lines. You're not putting all of your eggs into one basket effectively. So that's this one today. Right, last little thing to talk about, Riot Shields. Now this was posted up, X Factor posted a video about this, and also it was on the Polygon website, which is where it came from there, that sort of idea. Now the Riot Shields in Battlefield 4 apparently are going to be on the way with the Dragon's Teeth expansion. It's quoted as saying, "It turns out that stopping bullets in a first-person shooter is a ton of fun." Yeah, that's potentially debatable. The guy here was Duffin. His name is Ryan Duffin, and he's an animator with DICE, and he was giving a talk in which he revealed this to the guys there. But a lot of people have been freaking out about the Riot Shields. They're going, oh my god, COD is coming to Battlefield 4, blah 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 blah. Yeah, okay, I see the point there, and actually that was my first initial reaction as well. I thought, oh man, really, Riot Shields? But then I thought about it a bit more, and I'm not massively concerned. If anything, I actually think this could be a good thing in some situations. It could be a good thing in some locker situations, it could be a good thing in some metro situations, it could be a good thing in some Shanghai situations, all these kind of things. Anything where you have very locked down close quarter environment gameplay, the actual shield itself could actually be quite an interesting benefit. I mean, think how many times you're trying to push into that second base on Metro Rush and it's just a nightmare. Think about how many times you're trying to push up those stairwells on Conquest Metro. Think about Locker the same, when you're trying to get into the Panopticon, you kind of push through those sort of bottleneck choke points. So it could provide a really interesting mechanic for those kind of horrible situations. Now, the other thing is, I don't think that the shields themselves are going to be completely indestructible, okay? Let's not forget we have a litany of different grenade options. You have the incendiary grenades, you have the impact grenades, you have multiple mini grenades, the V40, okay? You've got all that stuff, you've got RPGs, you've got s'mores, you've got tanks, you've got helicopters, you have 1,000,001 things in which you're going to be able to wipe out anybody with a Riot Shield. So it's not going to make you like invincible, it's just going to be like another tool that will maybe allow you to kind of push forward and get through certain things. And let's not forget as well, carrying around a shield, it's probably going to be quite cumbersome. It's probably not going to be, you know, that easy to move around. It's probably going to be quite clunky, and it's probably going to put you at disadvantage as well as the benefit that it provides. So I wouldn't be too panicked about this right now. Having said that, in the past, you know, you sort of think about these things and then it ends up being totally OP. So we'll just have to see how it rolls out. But I wouldn't freak out about this right now. I wouldn't freak out that Battlefield is becoming COD, because let's face it, it's not. As I say, there's so many different other mechanical aspects which will counter the Riot Shield. It really doesn't concern me at this point in time, but I do think it could provide some interesting mechanical gameplay there, and it's, you know, it's going to change things up to a certain degree. So we'll just have to see how that plays out. Naval Strike, people keep asking about this. I think it's probably going to be coming around the 25th. I think people keep talking about that, so that's my guessed quote date there for premium members. Naval Strike 25th. So looking forward to that coming up very soon. You have a load of gameplay of that obviously when it comes out. I'll probably try to roll some live streams on that as well. So anyway, that's my slightly longer thought for the day, guys. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have, drop a little like, helps me out so much. Thanks for your support. By the way, thanks as well for all the people who signed up on the recruitment drive for my clan. Had over 100 people sign up for the clan on that day, and already I'm rolling out the requests and input for my squad that I'm putting together. So thanks to everybody for that one. Alright guys, I'll see you next time for some more Battlefield 4.